Heard volleyball coach Mike Lester. Coach, not very often this season we've had to talk about a loss, but you lost to Augsburg 3-1 on Wednesday. Talk a little bit about that match, because I know when we've talked, it was certainly a lot closer than that 3-1 final score.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was a really good set, a really good match. You know, the first set came down 25-23. You know, at 24-23, we had a chance. We had an idea about what they were going to do, but they executed really well to win that point and win that set. You know, it was one of those matches where I thought we played well. Augsburg just really keeps the pressure on you. They don't make a ton of mistakes, and you know, if one or two mistakes creep in, then you're going to lose a set to a good team like that. And that's really going to be the way the rest of the season goes here. Everybody we play is going to be good, and we're going to have to really kind of take care of things, you know, point by point. With
a loss like that, and especially, as I said, you haven't had that many, how much do you rely on your seniors, on your leaders, to make sure that we keep it in perspective? It's just one loss. It's not the end of the world, and we're able to focus on your next match.
Yeah, I think the seniors are important in that case. You know, they've been through this before. They've been through the MIAC grind before, and you know, at this point of the season, it certainly does and can turn into that a little bit. You know, but at the same time, our team has really been really close all year. They've supported each other, you know, all year long, and I think they're going to bounce back really well. We had a really nice practice yesterday. We have a little break now to get ready for the final push for our last 4 conference matches.
And let's talk a little bit about both of those comments. So, right. One, the break that you have now heading into what is our fall break, but also the fact that you don't have any matches this weekend. Right. So really, you can start focusing right now on that match against Bethel on Friday.
Yeah, this is our first weekend off of the season. It's the first weekend that we haven't had a match on either Friday or Saturday. And it'll be a good opportunity to just refresh a little bit and kind of recharge the batteries here for fall break. You know, at the same time, it really has given us an opportunity to get a jump start on the Bethel Macalester weekend coming up. You know, we did some early things yesterday, some real basic things, just to start thinking about that. And then, you know, be able to turn our focus next Tuesday to that match over the weekend.
And let's talk about that, because for the first time in what seems like forever, you have 2 home matches, Bethel Friday night and then Macalester on Saturday. I know that the ladies love to play at home. We always are very successful at home. Talk a little bit about being at home this weekend, because you haven't had a home weekend where, aside from the ground round, where you play 2 matches in a row at home.
Well, in reality, I think we've only played 3 matches in our home gym. You know, the Sugarloaf Classic we play in the field house, so we've only been on our home court 3 times this year. So with 4 matches coming up in our home gym, it's going to be big. You know, we're really going to count on some fan support here to really push through the end of the year. Hopefully we get some people to come to that match on Friday and then follow it up on Saturday and really get some support behind us for this last push. We need a few good wins heading into hopefully conference playoffs.
And let's talk a little bit about individually, because I know it seems like every match you've had the luxury of having somebody else step up and really do a nice job. And I know we've mentioned her before, but Maddie has had a solid showing against Augsburg, and really is one of those quiet leaders who kind of does so many things for you.
Yeah, Maddie is such an important player for our team, you know, in so many aspects. She's a positive kid, you know, day in and day out. She'll do whatever we ask her to do. You know, she's played as a defensive specialist. She's obviously set for us significantly. And this year has had to step into an outside hitter role. And, you know, she does what we need her to do on the outside. We need her to be able to be solid in serve receive, dig some balls, to serve some balls, and then really get a kill or 2 here or there, and that's really what we need from her. And she's really accepted that role on the court, but again, off the court, she's such a great teammate too. So yeah, Maddie's been really key for us.
And 2 other people that I find really a kind of an interesting storyline are your setters. You've got the veteran in Brittany, and you've got the newcomer in Lillian. They really seem to mesh and really do a nice job running that 6-2.
Yeah, they've done a really good job. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, sometimes when you run a 6-2, you get, you know, 2 different types of players, and there are 2 different types of setters, and it makes it challenging for the hitters. But those 2 really have worked together to try to develop a style that is consistent for us. And you know, they both serve lights out. Lily's leading the conference in aces right now, and Brittany's in the top 10 in aces. And so to have that as a weapon for us has been really critical too.
Big weekend coming up. You've got Bethel on Friday night and Macalester on Saturday. Good luck.
Thanks.